You keep praying, crying, and asking God to speak. But what if I told you? He already did, and you just didn't recognize his voice? You've been waiting for thunder from heaven, but God whispered, and your heart was too noisy to hear it. You thought his silence meant rejection, when in truth, it was redirection. Sometimes, God doesn't answer with a yes or no. Sometimes, he answers with movement. Doors closing, people leaving, opportunities shifting. You called it loss, but it was God saying, this is not your path. Think about Elijah in 1 Kings 19. The prophet was hiding in a cave, desperate to hear from God. There was wind, there was fire, there was an earthquake, but God wasn't in any of those. Then came a still small voice, and Elijah covered his face because he realized the Almighty doesn't always shout. He often whispers. You've been missing God's answers because you expect him to sound like your emotions instead of your purpose. You pray for clarity but reject conviction. You ask for direction but ignore the discomfort he sends to push you toward obedience. God doesn't just speak through blessings. He also speaks through barriers. When things start falling apart, when the job doesn't work out, when the person you thought was the one walks away, it might not be the devil attacking you. Sometimes it's God protecting you. Remember when Paul begged God 3 times to remove his thorn, and God said, "My grace is sufficient for you." That wasn't the answer Paul wanted, but it was the one his destiny needed. You've mistaken delay for denial, but heaven's clock doesn't run on your timeline. God might be quiet because he's already spoken through his word, and he's waiting for obedience, not another request. When he said, "Be still and know that I am God," he wasn't asking for stillness of your body. He was calling for stillness of your soul. You keep searching for signs, when the answer is in the scripture gathering dust on your table. The question isn't, will God speak? The question is, will you listen? Maybe the piece you're missing is trapped behind the last instruction you refused to follow. Maybe God answered your prayer when he took something away, not when he gave something new. His silence is not his absence. It's often his strategy. The same God who stayed silent for 400 years before Jesus was born has never failed to fulfill his word. So tonight, stop asking if he's listening and start asking what he's already said. Because the truth is, God has been speaking all along. You just have to quiet your heart long enough to hear him. If this word touched your heart, don't let it end here. Like, share, and subscribe to Faith in One Verse, where every message whispers peace and awakens your spirit.